Michael Rappaport. Now, just because you from New York City, just because you like hip hop, just because you get a free hood pass, just because you married to a black woman, does not mean you get to speak on and touch on everything black. That doesn't mean you get the clout chase and get away with it, right? And one thing I hate is clout chasers. I hate guys that pretend to be down with something, but they're really not. They're just using it to bring attention to themselves. Now, Michael Rappaport, you've been attacking Kanye West a lot lately, and that's okay. That's okay. But when did you become pro-Jewish? When did you become this almighty Jew, this guy that represents for Jews? Because half of the time we see you in black people's documentaries. You in documentaries about the hood. You in documentaries on hip hop. You in documentaries on anything that relates towards black culture, right?
You blew it, boy. You really blew it.
So Jewish, right? Mr. Jewish. Why aren't you on Jewish documentaries instead of black related, black culture documentaries? All right? Why all of a sudden, now that it's trendy because Kanye West is talking about Jews, now you got Kyrie Irving jumping in on it. You know, a bunch of clout chasers themselves. But why wasn't you preaching Jewish culture instead of black culture? Because you are Jewish at the end of the day. Why is it all of a sudden that you get to pick and choose when you want to be Jewish or not when it's trendy, right? So that alone makes you fake. Now, example, I could have been raised in an all-Italian neighborhood, married an Italian woman, right? Does that give me a pass to talk about anything and everything related to Italian culture? No, right? I don't get no pass for that because at the end of the day, I'm still black and I'm not Italian. So there's limits, okay? We all have limitations, whether you like it or not. We all have things that we can't just really be involved in. You know, it's just the way it is. In the perfect world, we could all hold hands and, you know, be in the same team, but it doesn't go like that. That's not reality. And reality rap is the only song I sing. So if that's true, and we cannot be, you know, roasting marshmallows by a campfire, what makes you think that Michael Rappaport gets away with that just because you're Jewish? Now, you said Jewish people own everything. They own entertainment. Okay, so if they own entertainment, Michael Rappaport, probably what they do, why can't you find a Jewish rapper? Won't you put out Jewish rappers instead of going to black neighborhoods and taking advantage of black people that come from poverty-stricken neighborhoods and giving them raw deals? You own the entertainment business, right? Now, it's not just black people that you're doing that to. You're doing that to any and every other minority, right? Just basically taking advantage of them because they're the product. And without the product, you don't have money. You may be the guy behind the screens. You may be the guy that behind the scenes, that, you know, doing all the business aspects. But without the product, you have no business. It's just like the NBA. Without the brothers putting in that work, you have no product. And that with the NFL, without no brothers putting in that work, you have no product. Same goes for any other sport, right? Without the product, what are you putting out? Now, are you going to put out an all-Jewish society, all Jewish-based entertainment? Because you guys can't do everything that every other race do, right? There's limits. There's levels to this. And we can't all keep that same energy, because I hate when people say that. Because you know what? All of our situation is different, so the energy is different. No, you can't punch me in the face and say, hey man, keep that same energy. You normally a cool, quiet guy. No, this motherfucker just punched me in the face. Keeping a cool and calm collective is thrown out the window, right? So Michael Rappaport, you get away with a lot of things. You get accepted in the black culture. You get accepted into a black community. Like Nas said to Prodigy, we invited you into the hood, rep it right. So Michael Rappaport, rep it right. You have a black woman as your wife. Stop using her as a scapegoat for trending, all right? Show some respect to your black wife, okay? When you talk about and trying to sit there and say, you know what, you know, black people shouldn't be talking about Jews or giving indication that they shouldn't have nothing to do with that, when you talk about black culture all the time. So if Kanye West could talk about, why is it Kanye West can't talk about Jews, but you could talk about black people whenever you chose to? Doesn't that seem fair? Right? It's a free country. Anybody should be able to say whatever the fuck they want to say. Just like you say whatever the hell you want to say when you say it. Right? But you're going to condone and silence Kanye West because he said something about Jewish people. It don't work that way, you know. So I get behind anybody that stands, and even if they're wrong, if you get behind what you say, and that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in. If you're a racist, then be a racist. Play that card. But one thing you cannot do, Michael Rappaport, is take advantage of somebody else's culture, make money off it, like you did, and get mad at somebody else that does the same thing for your culture and your race. That's the sign of a hypocrite. If you so pro-Jewish, stop acting so-called black. People even said that you're a wigger, right? They use that term because half of the time people don't even know that you're Jewish, my man. So chill out. Just Prince TV out. Peace.